Hello, hello, hello. Happy CPI Wednesday, everyone. How is everyone doing? Full on rally mode today. Gold up, oil up. Good. That's going to actually be interesting if oil continues higher the way it is, what the July numbers are going to look at. Good morning, Options 22. Good morning, Martinez. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, people in the background. Let's just get right to it. Uh, so we had the mortgage stuff out earlier today. Wow, 30-year mortgage rates 707, but that's not putting a damper on anything yet. Inflation rate coming in better than expected on both core and headline number. Now remember, the big numbers start rolling off, so the July print is going to get interesting because any uptick in inflation in July, especially if we have stronger oil, will cause an uptick in the year-over-year rate. So that's something to keep an eye on for next time. Hey, Heinrich. Good morning, Royal Palms. Good morning, Anissa. Thank you for joining. All right, we got Kashikari, or as I call him, Cash and Carry, at 8:45, 15 minutes after the open. Then we got the EIA crude numbers. We got Bostic at noon. And we got Fed Beige Book. Then we got Mester at the cash close. So we still have a lot of Fed speak. And remember, tomorrow is PPI and jobless claims numbers. Full blown everything up today. Full blown rally mode. Taken out, mostly invalidating all the potential reversal patterns. So breakout to the upside, a couple of them actually got reversed on the close yesterday. Everything up at this point, even utilities, but everything is full blown. We're in risk on mode, as they say on TV. Rate hike odds dropping a bit, but still at 80%. And this will probably be based off these numbers. I think, if anything, it'll be a hike, pause, and if the numbers keep cooling in, that will be it. And that's pretty much what the market has priced in. Fear and greed still in extreme greed mode. We're at 2570 on the S&P PE. In terms of that, we're back above 4,500. So we had a lot of call gamma kick in, and we're in pretty steep positive gamma mode. So at this point, unless we get a lot of 0-day expiration call options kicking in to really boost and offset the dealer selling, you could see some significant dealer selling and hedging once the markets open. But that 4,500 is now going to be key, even on a support basis. So remember that. Also, no real earnings today, but tomorrow before the open, we got Delta, Pepsi, Progressive. And then Friday, remember, we got banks. That's going to be the driver tomorrow. So tomorrow we got unemployment numbers and PPI, and then Friday really kicks off the earnings season. All right, the doubles, I didn't pull them off the charts yet, but you see this is clearly we drew the channel yesterday in case it was validated, this strong move up yesterday. We also, for the people watching, yeah, you can trade this roughly. I'm just watching it as a more of a upward channel and using those levels. But if you want to, some people trade it as the cup and handle. My next target was about 45.14. 45.30 is sort of the upward channel line and harmonic. And then if it does keep going, 45.75. The major for us to hit the 87.5 is 46.45 area again for the longer term. Daily cycles turning back up. So weekly cycles getting more to the bottom, and it's only been able to do it, not even a side, now it's a breaking back out. So unless we get something with earnings on any pullbacks, I got to be watching as long as key support holds. And my first level of key support is 44.92 to 4,500. I got to stay in the bull mode. Below that, if there's any bigger pullback, we're looking roughly at about 44.71 at this point. So those are my key pullback levels on the on the S&P, CPI is not close to the Fed target yet. If this is a new bull market, it would pretty much invalidate. I think we're still going into recession, and yields are above. Oh, the core yields are above what the S&P earnings yield is. This market's just in full go-go mode. That's different than a full-blown bull market. It's in a bull. We never had a reset in valuations. So if we get a rollover in valuations, which we did, we're already still historically very high. It's tradable bull. We're in bullish mode right now. But to say we technically, in order to get to a new bull mode, we have to break above the highs that were already established. It's not that silly 20% rule that they cite. What do we have on the NASDAQ? Trading, again, still 15,480 to 15,500. Then we're looking at 15,553 to 15,576 and 15,630. Then 15,700, and to hit the 87.5, remember, it's 15,982. This is also a triple top. So none of the doubles, besides the only one that confirmed but did not trigger was the Dow. The key level on pullbacks now for the NASDAQ is about 15,370. And then you're looking at about 15,232. The Dow confirmed, never triggered, and now also triple top. But remember, this Dow, this is the last thing I turn to bull mode. It still has December highs, June highs. This is a very key resistance area. If it does break out, here's where I'd use the reverse harmonics. 35.24, 35.159, then 35.228. Pullback, the Dow's still not above a very key. It's trading right at some key resistance areas, but it really needs to get above 34,725 before I start getting into more of a breakout mode. Russell, which broke out yesterday, okay, and now has taken out both the harmonics. The next major target for the Russell is 1977. That would reconnect it with the shorter term 87.5. The key support in the Russell is now sitting at 1930. And then below that, you're looking at about 1919. So any pullbacks to those areas would be key, but the next target is 1977. VIX, well below 15 again. Closed below it yesterday and dropping back down. The DAX closing trading above the neckline right now. And remember, this was the sloppy head and shoulders because of this extended shoulder stuff, and I was using this as targets. We didn't even get to the first target. The next key level, if the DAX does continue, is 16,192. Notes. Returning into the rotation zone, I'm expecting another rollover play to retest some kind of bottoming area, but nothing yet. The yield curve is stalling out still at the first target. The dollar index, remember we closed back below the 62.5 again and coming back down to 87.5. If it does break lower, we now have a triple bottom. A triple bottom. So if we do break lower in the dollar index, 99.69, 99.04. Crude, we got the level, closing level above the key level I'm watching. I'm still watching. Even if we pull back here, I'm watching for a reconnect with the 200. Gold, looks like it might just trigger. Again, it confirmed the double yesterday, and it might trigger it today, bouncing off the 50. So we could see a possible return. Let's see, the target's 1964, 1974, 1985. Platinum just took off, hitting that first target already. We talked about that Yesterday it confirmed the double but did not trigger it yesterday. Today is obviously going to trigger it. The yen pulled back to a very major support point. Now cycles are clearly at the bottom. I am going to be watching more so of a yen bottoming move coming in the next couple days. If it does break, though, below 138.71, you got to be prepared for 137.40 area. Euro, potential double, never confirmed or triggered, off the table. If we break out above here, 111.68, 112.40. So that's where we sit. We returned above today, above that 87.5 harmonic. The pound hit the next 129.65 next harmonic. Above there, next target is 132.77. So that's where that sits. Bitcoin, still no breakout in Bitcoin yet. What else do we have? Let's take a look at the spiders. The spiders. Spiders also will be in triple top now. The next key targets, let me expand this. On breakout mode, we're trading 446.44. So I'd use the 445.50 as the first key retracement and the harmonic cluster at 447. Above there, the next major target is until 463. Key support below 445 will be 443.90 to 444. We'll have to see if we get another pause up here and then can reestablish some harmonics. The Qs also official triple top now. Above trading 372.13. Key support coming in right here. About roughly 372. Then you have 370. On a breakout for the Qs. 374.76, 376.67. Any chance the US dollar, Japanese yen will reach 142 again? 142? I wouldn't, yeah. I think once we get another rotation back up, 141.92 would be the first target. Now that could come down a bit if we break this key support. But this is, a lot of stuff's getting very overextended. Hey Mike, morning. Do you think market is taking into account inflated prices around to expand the PE valuation multiples, which is actually pushing prices higher instead of earnings? Well, the earnings still, I mean, we're going to see how they come in. I'm expecting still a drop off in third and fourth, and everything's been on multiple expansion right now. So, good morning, Todd. Coco's your hero, huh, Richard? So that's where we sit. Let's take a look at Tesla. Tesla, if it pushes up strongly today, will also be in triple top territory. Major resistance coming in 282. And if we break above that, 288.06 is the next major target. I'm just going to pull this off for now. Never confirmed or triggered. NVIDIA. 430. Let's see where this is. 430. NVIDIA is still stalling out around here. If it does get the push, though, it's still not invalidated its double top. So that's where we sit now. That's about it for tomorrow. I have a super busy morning, and I will have to talk to everyone later. Thank you for tuning in. Watch the internals on the open, especially today. So keep an eye on the tick, as we haven't talked about that in a while, but that's what I'm going to be looking at first thing on the open to see how that holds up. With that, I shall talk to everyone later. Bye for now.